Damn! Kumbe ilishaanza. I wasn't seeing that. How was I not seeing that? Fuck! I never saw that coming. I think we'll trim the area. We'll trim that part. How about the lighting? Aye. Hmm? Where are we? I'm like on. Okay. I thought three lights could be better. I don't. I'm even using more than three lights. We have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think probably nine lights and still everything seems dull. I need to do some changes. I need to do some. I never thought that would go live so quickly like that. Anyway, let's jump to the story, to the topic. Bang, 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 bang. What is that? Okay. Okay. Call me Dick Manlang. This is my niece. I've been working so hard for myself, but everything still seems hard. Anyway, story time. I had a friend of mine. Things aren't the way I was expecting them to go. I'm my own moderator, so things are a bit hard. So I have to stick to what I'm doing. I have to stick to it. Okay, being a self moderator, and at the same time you are streaming. It's not easy though. So majorly, I haven't gotten the number that I want. Okay, the okay. This is now the second time I'm streaming. This is now the second time I fixed my lighting and my setup, and I'm trying to figure out to see which is better, and which is to be removed. I still don't know the type of audience I'm using. I'm the type of the country that the country, I'm the people that watch me most. But I've only been aiming at making something nice. So streaming. Hey, 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 yo, man. Country, I'm the people that watch me most. But I've only been aiming at making something nice. So yes, I think mic check, mic check, mic check. Hmm. You will guide me. You will guide me on the ground to be, on the place to be. I'm not supposed to even be sitting down. Anyway, the other this friend of mine. Okay, we grew up as teenagers. We grew up from childhood memory, from the village that we came from. Okay, his family was well off though. By then, his family was well off. They were people who had everything that they could need for their child support and all that. So apparently, by good luck and a bad luck, the parents died. Though I shift school nearly how I migrated to the school I was in, another school which was out town. So after the burial of his parents, I had to leave the area and all that. I came and met this boy after finishing my 12th grade. I think that is now Form 4. After finishing my high school, I came and met him once, but we just had a few conversation and everything disappeared. And she later left. He later left, and we parted aside. So now we are getting 20s. Okay, we are getting in the 20s, 21st, 22nd there. Now I'm meet with this my good friend. Uh, Let me call the friend Tony. I meet with Tony in the street. Now Tony is devastated. Okay, Tony is devastated after the death of his parents. The parents got a car accident. So I met with Tony in the street. Tony was looking pale, like he had not taken he had not gotten a sleep for quite a number of days. He had not gotten something to eat. Yeah, by then I had started having some small businesses. I had a I had a business that was running in time in the street. That one was the eggs and the smokies in the street. So I met with Tony. Tony was pale, like that one was now in the town, in the out town. Now we meet with Tony in the street, okay? I met with Tony in the street. Like I brought Tony in, and Tony was like, "Yo, nigga, we are good friends. We are good buddies from the old town, from childhood memory." And I'm telling Tony, "Okay, Tony, let's move in. You can move in with me since I had no clothes to change." I told Tony, "Okay, we can move in. You can have these my clothes for the time being. As we fix on yourself, you get something to do." Okay, I got Tony to 1, 2, 3 small businesses, and Tony was now starting to have some. Let me say, he was now ready to see take steps in the street. Now, here where we are staying with Tony, Tony was like a friend to me, more of a brother to me. So when I found Tony in the street and I brought him here, I took him as my brother. Every food that I could afford, we could share. Okay. I gave him my clothes for the first time. I introduced him to my friends. Okay. And everything was nice. Everything was cool. And the co-op level, everything was nice. So I brought Tony in, and everything was cool. Okay. After chipping to 1, 2, 3 small businesses, he was able to raise the money for himself, for his food. Today's setup, 3 bulbs. I think I'm using eight lights, but still, it's awkward. It's weird. Damn, damn, damn. Man, actually, how much light should I be using to stream? How many lights should I be using to stream? Everything seems hard. Okay, I'm been starting to get tired of this shit. Okay, I'm starting to get tired, man. I'm starting to get tired. Yesterday I tried one light, was dark. Today I'm using eight bulbs. Okay, eight, but still dull. What should I do? During the day, I'll be streaming during the day, but only on Sunday. But now I've gotten a ring light, 3 bulbs. What? 15, 3 bulbs around. What? 15 watts each. Aya. Plus fluorescent bulb of around 100 plus watts. Aya. We have across bulbs. Nothing. Okay, so Tony, Let me talk about Tony now. Tony was a friend to me. We grew up together. We grew up from the same state. We've been good friends from the childhood memory. How can I tell you about that before? Okay, so Tony came to be a good boy. I'm a bad boy by accidentally. I don't know. I don't know what came over Tony. Tony just started behaving funnily, behaving strange, and all that shit. So one day I left Tony home. I went to hustle. That day was off. He told me he was off, but he wasn't off. The thing that happened, I don't know how he messed up in the business that he was, and everything shook apart and everything fell apart. So Tony was fired, but he never told me he was fired. Okay, he was fired. So Tony told me, I'm having a off today. Maybe I have a off for like a week, and I'll be indoors. That's what he told me. Okay, like okay. So since you are indoors, there is no need for me to lock the door. Since you are around, you can stay around. You can hang around, watch the movie, watch the TV, just have fun. I'll come back later in the evening. Okay. And I left Tony. So coming in the evening, I found my wallet uh, down in the floor. That is now where I'm sleeping in the bedroom. The wallet I was putting it in the wardrobe up a bit. So I found the wallet down and I asked Tony, what could have happened? Tony could jump in and say, it's the cat. Okay? So we could make up stories and blame the cat over that. Continuously. And I'm like, okay, since we've been with you for quite a while, for quite a number of days, anything can happen. And I have an aim that I know you have been a good friend from the childhood memory, everything that we've been doing together. I know you, you know me, and we've been in the sheets and all that from the childhood memory. We know each other. Okay? And I'm like telling Tony, okay, yeah, right, yeah. We are good. We are good friend to go from the childhood memory. You know me, I know you. You know my father. You know that my parents died, and you took me in. Tony is telling me. Okay, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know you can't do anything bad because after all, we live here with you, and we benefit from each other mutually. So things keep changing. Things keep changing from up, up and down, up and down. So one day, I left as usual. I went to hustle. In my daily job. So when I came back a bit late. It was not normal to find my place like my door still open at the before after 10. So I came home 10 p.m. So I came home 10 p.m. and I asked Tony, I started calling because our door was being closed as early as 7. So once you enter, you close the door as early as 7. So this was now past 10 p.m. The door was still on, the lights were off, and I could see the house was dark. From the inside, the house was dark. So when I came and I flashed my smartphone light and I went to the socket and opened the light. The first thing I realized that the table wasn't there, the chairs weren't there, the screen wasn't there, everything was gone. Okay, that's the point I realized. Like, okay, I think everything has changed. Every step that we were making in life had changed, and like no, everything was vanished. Okay, that's how I lost the trace of Tony, and that's how I lost everything that I'd made for over like 2 years, and that's how the friendship that I thought like the brother to me, like the person I thought could be a brother to me, just chipped in and flew away with everything that I've been fighting over for. Otherwise, me, what I know is not is that no matter what you do in your life, no matter what you do with your dream, no matter what you do with your life, don't ever have an let me just say okay, you can have friends, but have limits. You can bring your friend in, but have limits. You can bring your sister, your brother, your friend in, but always have limits. Always be cautious. Me as Addict Man Lang, I had a friend, but I never thought he could go that extent and bulge and break everything and shattered it aside. My name is Addict Man Lang, and we are actually streaming in 12 o'clock TV and Twitch. I am Addict Man Lang. Today okay. I'm like, yo, nigga. I've been fighting over their pages, and I've been here plus. I haven't let me use the word. I haven't suppressed. I haven't suppressed 1,000 subscribers. That was, okay, when I was on YouTube in 2023, I had a dream. Okay, since most YouTubers tell us that in the first week that you open your YouTube channel, in the first at least 1,000 subscribers, so that in the second week you get watch time. Man, I've been like 2023, 2025. Now that is now to like 3 years. I'm now running a page. I'm now like running YouTube channel 12 o'clock TV. Okay, I started doing tutorials which aren't adding up. They never added up. Tutorials never added up. Okay, I went to the from tutorials. I started making memes with tutorials. So I had now tutorials and memes, but still never wasn't adding up. Now I came up with another idea. Now I'm starting now. Like this is now the second time I'm making streaming video. My dream is to take this channel before August. Okay, let me now January, February, March, April, May, June. We're in June, July, August, September, October. Okay, before August, I'm praying like this channel should have reached 1,000 subscribers, from 613 subscribers to at least somewhere a bit higher. Okay, as time goes, we will be having a very exclusive and intensive let me just say an intern streaming platform and a very exclusive streaming platform. Okay, with that, I'll be able to also get what I want for myself setups. I've been having it hell hard. I've been showing you how I set up my modules, I set up my streaming stands, how I set up my from Prism. Okay, the center of what my streaming center to my okay. I don't have a camera, but I'm using a phone. From my streaming center to my phone to back to Prism to my streaming center and to the YouTube and Twitch direct. Okay, with time I hope things gonna push up and we're gonna get something much better as time goes. That is me, calling Medic Manlang, or you can call me Flock. Flock came to be after high school, after I finished my form 4. Let me just say, during the form 4 period, Flock came to be from friends. Okay, call me Rick Manlang or you can call me Flock. And that was the streaming for today. I don't know what we've covered, but anyway, don't ever be suppressed. Don't ever be confused when you have a friend of yours, when you have a lady of yours. Just let me just say a friend. Don't be ever too stupid to fall in and just give everything to go. Let's meet again. Today is Wednesday. Let's meet Friday. We stream Friday. Then we meet again Sunday. Sunday will be better because Sunday we think we're gonna have some street race. Yeah, we're gonna make it better. We're gonna have some street race and maybe some street food, and we're gonna stream in one of the biggest hall in Eldoret as a city.